When Jesus saw his mother and the disciple whom he loved standing beside her, he said to his mother, "Woman, here is your son." Then he said to the disciple, "Here is your mother." And from that hour, the disciple took her into his own home. John 19:26-27. How did the Virgin Mary die? According to tradition, the death of the Virginia Mary is described as follows. The Blessed Virgin Mary was praying on Mount Zion near when the Archangel Gabriel appeared to her with a palm branch from heaven. He informed her that in 3 days, her earthly life would come to an end, and the Lord would take her with him. The Lord arranged for apostles from different countries to come down to Jerusalem at that time. At the moment of her death, an extraordinary light illuminated the room in which the Virgin Mary was lying. Jesus Christ himself appeared surrounded by angels and took her soul. The apostles then buried the body of the Mother of God according to how Jesus had instructed them. They laid her to rest at the foot of Mount Zion in the Garden of Gethsemane, in the same grotto where her parents laid, and that of Saint Joseph. During her burial many miracles occurred. By merely touching the bed where the Mother of God laid, the blind could now see. At some point in time, John made his way to Ephesus. Thus, it was assumed by many that Mary was with him, an assumption which gave rise to the tradition that Mary died in that city. This tradition, to the best of my knowledge, dates back only to about the middle of the 4th century, whereas the tradition that Mary lived, died and was buried in Jerusalem dates back to the 2nd or 3rd century. There is both biblical and post-biblical evidence that Jerusalem was, in fact, the place of Mary's death and burial. Mary was surrounded by all the apostles when she died.